Well, in this program, we will define and use user-defined data type called enum. That means enumeration. So first, let's execute this program and see what it produces. Then we will see a bit of theory after understanding the data type. Let's come back to this program and understand how it works. So first, let's execute and see. So before that, we need to compile. So gcc, the name of this file is enum.c. Well, now it produced a.exe file. So let's execute it. So it asks for enter the current day. So today is Saturday. So I believe the days start with Saturday would be 7. So I will put 7. Then yes, today is Sunday. Oh, okay. So here in this program, the line number 6, the Monday is 1. So it started with Monday, not Sunday. So that's fine. So let's test it again. So enter the current date. So 6 is Saturday. I will put 6 and today is Saturday. So it says today is Saturday. So let's understand Enum. So this is a series on C for embedded systems. Check out the playlist. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Well, so Enum, the Enum enumeration data type. So in C, an enum or enumeration is a user-defined data type that consists of a set of named integer constants. So your enum data type is a set of integer constants. So like you have an integer as the built-in data type. So we're going to use that built-in data type and create another data type called enum. So enum provides a way to create a named values for a set of related constants, making the code more readable and self-explanatory. Enumerations are often used to represent a finite set of distinct values. So in our example, we have used we've created enum to define days of the week. So these are days of the week are related constants. So what is the syntax of defining enum? So enum is defined by using enum keyword and then enum name underscore. This is the name of your data type, and then the enumerator 1, enumerator 2, and so on. And then you close the braces and you end with a semicolon. So that is how you're going to create a enum data type. So we need to remember enum is a keyword, and then enum name, you have to open the brace, then you have enumerator 1, enumerator 2, and so on. You close the brace and then put a semicolon. So that is the syntax. So what it contains is enum is a keyword, and enum name is the name given to the enumeration. That's the name of the data type, and followed by the curly braces. Then you have enumerator 1 and enumerator 2 and so on. These are the named constants representing the elements of the enumeration. Each enumerator is separated by a comma. Yeah, this is also very important. So we need to put comma after each enumeration. So by default, the value of the first enumerator is assigned with 0, the second is with 1, and so on. That means the enumerator 1 is 0, enumerator 2 is 1, and so on. So here if you see enumerator 1 gets assigned value 0, and this is with 1, and so on. So optionally, you can assign a specific value to the enumerators, and syntax for that is within the definition, all that you need to use is enumerator equal to the value that you want to specify. So that is how you can assign a value. So here value 1 and value 2 etc. are explicitly assigned values for the corresponding enumerator. So you can assign any integer value to any enumerator, and the following enumerator will be assigned with the next integer value. So for example, you have enum and then enum name, then you open the brace, then you have en1 for example, which is assigned to, and then en2 I will not assign anything, then en3 I will assign, say for example 6, en4 I will keep it as it is and close the brace. So in this case, so what happens is en1 is assigned with 2, en2 will be assigned by the compiler with the value 3, and then en3 will be assigned with 6 because here we are explicitly assigning the value, and then en4 will be assigned with 7. So that is how it works. I hope this is clear. So here is a practical example to illustrate the use of enum. So this is what we have executed. We will see how this program works in a moment. So in this example, an enumeration named weekly is defined to represent days of the week. So let's go back to the code. Here you can see that the way we define, as we saw, we have enum and we have a weekday, then you have open brace, then we have assigned Monday as 1, which is an explicit value. Then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can observe that there is a comma after each enumerator. So that is how we define it. And then there is a semicolon at the end of the enum data type definition. So that is how we define it. Well, how do we use this? So in the main, what we do is we have a data type of weekday, which is an enum, and we declare a variable called today. So that means that today holds any one of this value. Then input to the month from the user. Here we print, enter the number, enter the current day, 1 to 7, scanf, and today it just gets this. It gets the value from the console. Then what we do is here we have if today is greater than Monday or less than Sunday. So here you can see that instead of using integer values, we're using named constants. So that means named values. So here the Monday is a name that we're given to the number 1, and here we're giving the Sunday as a name to 7. So that is how it is working. And then we bring it to the switch case. Here in switch, we pass the today as a parameter or the constant basically, and then anything that matches with this constant, that particular case will be uh, executed. So if you have seen the previous video where we explained how the switch case is working, so if you see the switch case of the previous video, you can see that the same program we've written using integers 1, 2, 3. So these kind of doesn't make sense, right? So when we define a meaningful name, since this doesn't have a meaningful name, it's kind of blurry how to read this code. Now with enumeration, this becomes very clear. So okay, this means that we have a data type called weekday. In this weekday, we have 7 days are defined with integers or assigned with integers, and that is what we are using inside the switch case. I hope this is clear. And whenever the switch case match, it prints the current day or today is that particular day. And if the value is not entered, it kind of comes out of this. It doesn't enter to this if, and it enters the else case, and invalid they entered. So I will go through, execute this. So let's say I'll use the 8, and it says invalid they entered. So that is how the program is working. So this is what I have explained. So this way, the Enum makes the code more readable, and it helps ensure that the values used in the program are limited to the defined set of constants. So here, the values that are used are within 1 to 7. Anything that's entered 8 is an invalid day. So that is the use case of Enum. So let's understand a little bit on when do we get the errors or this behavior, the explicitly assigned values. So what we can do is, instead of assigning 1 here, 1 is fine. So instead of doing this, I'll just, for the for the explanation, I will just give it 4 and see what happens. So you can see that Tuesday is 2, Wednesday is 4. That is what we have assigned, and the Thursday becomes 5. Here we have not issued Thursday as a specific value, but as I explained, after 4 it comes 5, and that is what will be assigned by the compiler. So now let's say if I put, okay, first let me compile this code. Then if you execute, so if I give 5, it is supposed to print Thursday, right? Because the 5th day is a Thursday in this edited enum. So I hope this is clear. So you can assign an integer value to any enumerator, and the following enumerator will be assigned with the next integer value. So this is a very important aspect that we need to remember whenever we are using enums. Okay, so that's it for this video, where we have learned how to use enum, define and use enum, and with that we made our code, the switch case, more readable and maintainable. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to the channel for more projects, courses, tutorials, and tools.